Welcome to the Friday, December 20th, 2019 video version of the Wagner Daily. My name is Rick Petticelli, and as usual, this video replaces the written commentary portion of our report, and hopefully it offers a nice change of pace from our normal report, as well as gives some insight as to what charts we use, what time frames, what indicators, etc. Let's get to the charts. The Nasdaq continues to march higher. As we mentioned, I believe a few weeks ago, there is a recent MACD cross on the monthly time frame with the standard 1226.9 settings. And so this rally is just getting underway. The Nasdaq was basically in chop mode from 9/28 of 2018 until October. So a little over a year of chop here. So we're just emerging from a long-term base. So for those wondering about the potential for a severe sell-off, 10-20%, we just don't see that right now. The MACD just crossed over, and there are lots of bullish setups with clear market leadership. If anything, any pullback should be limited to I'd say something like we saw in early December, and should be viewed as a buying opportunity. Onto the S&P 500, pretty much the same deal here. Strong uptrend. We're just emerging from a year's worth of consolidation. A nice breakout to the upside. We had a test of the trend line here on the right side here on the monthly. The MACD crossed over and is just now beginning to separate. Now, I'm not using the MACD to time the market or anything, just giving some perspective on how we're not at overbought levels here. We're just emerging from a long-term consolidation in most indices. So the S&P is looking pretty good. There is a rather steep uptrend right here, so if that breaks, we could see some chop, which would allow the 10-day moving average to catch up. IWP, this is mid-cap growth, looking pretty good in a tight range here. IWM nowhere near the prior high, just about to cross the MACD. No definitive cross yet. The month hasn't closed. A steep uptrend here. So if this holds, IWM should continue to press higher each day. If not, then we'd expect some chop, allowing the 10-day MA to catch up. So the market's enjoyed a pretty strong run-up already without much help from small and mid-cap growth, which looks like it's slowly starting to pick up. All right, on to current open positions in the model portfolio. We have SC, which I believe we're long from around 37.70. Oh, pardon me, 38.40. So it closed above 38 for the first time today on a pickup in on above average volume after yesterday's heavy volume reversal off support of the 20-day EMA and short-term uptrend line here. So we're looking for some follow through to the upside next week. This is the weekly chart. So right now it's still just range bound, but this is a pretty nice close. YNDX broke out above the prior high on heavy volume here. Pulled back in for a few days. Pretty orderly pullback. And then pick up in volume on the break of the downtrend line today, so pretty good sign there. IPHI, we just entered today, and the reason for our entry was we have a pullback to the 50 MA, we have a move up on heavier than average volume, and we have another pullback on below average volume, and today's move through the prior day's high, which was a bit of a reversal bar, was on a pickup in volume. So far, so good. EVER, we are long from this pullback into the 10-day MA back in here. We sold, I believe, 75% of the position into strength for about a 25% average gain. We're still holding on to the last 25%, and we're looking for an entry point above this downtrend line to add to the position. GDS, we continue to hold from our entry around 44. So right here we have this strong uptrend. We're looking for the price to continue to hold this uptrend line here. LSCC, which we entered above 20, pulled back but had a nice reversal candle today on above average volume. This is positive action off support of the 20 and 50 MAs and the short-term uptrend line. Shop, we're long from 12.6 entry at 371.13, so right around here. And it's looking pretty good. It followed through to the upside, and we'll look to hold on to the position as long as it remains above the rising 10-day MA right here. And Neo, which we are long, 2 entries. We had one above 26, second above 26.50. We're looking for the price action to hold this uptrend and the 10-day MA. So let's see what potential setups are out there for the next few days. ENTG is a semiconductor that's recently broken out. Volume picked up on the move up, and now it's just trading in a tight range here. If the price doesn't take off immediately and run higher, then look for a pullback to the 10-day MA. The weekly chart is at all-time highs, as you can see. Next up is SC. If it can get through the 39.30 level on decent volume, could be an add if already long. SPLK, we're watching for a breakout of the 153 area, but ideally there would be some sort of stall up here and a pullback closer to the 20 and 10-day MAs for a lower risk entry point. ROK, possible buy entry over this downtrend line, though it's a bit of a slower mover. SYK, nice thrust up, tight sideways action, could be in play over this 3-day high. UCTT, another bullish semiconductor setup. See, here's a breakout, failed to follow through, but tight action over the past few days. If it can clear this 3-day high, could be in play. And notice many setups where I'll say if the price has to clear a 2 or 3-day high and not the obvious 10 or 20, you can at the very least establish half a position here at lower prices and take the rest over the obvious high, or maybe even the full position here, with the idea that it will move higher eventually before breaking down below the 20-day EMA. IPHI looking pretty good. Could be bought over 76 or on any pullback into this 73.50 area. Plab is a little bull flag set up here, possibly in play over 16.17. RETA, that's formed a nice little consolidation here. Broke out above the highs of this tight range the past few weeks on a pickup in volume, has pulled back in on light volume. So what we're looking for here is maybe an inside day on Friday or another day down on Friday, and then eventual break of this downtrend line on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. And STNE, bit of a false breakout up here, but over the past 17 candles, price action is pulled back in and then gone sideways, really tightened up here. A move through the 2-day high or 3-day high here. Could be the first entry and the second entry above the 40-10 area. Okay, that's a wrap for this week's video. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next week, and happy holidays.